make sure you have your worksheet 1 out, okay? We are going to finish this side today, okay? Right now, I just need you to listen, okay? We're going to do some things and I'm going to teach you some hand signals that we're going to use during our lessons, okay? So, have you ever been to the mountains or up in the tall hills and you yell out across the mountains and then you hear, like, if you hello, and then you hear a hello, that's an echo. So in class, we're going to be doing echoes. I'm going to say something and you're going to echo it. Okay. So let's try that. If I say hello, you say excellent. Okay. So I need you to get your worksheet. Okay. Make sure you have your worksheet out. So we're going to practice and I'm going to teach you our hand signals that we're going to use. And if you had a teacher that did Saxon last year in first grade, you're going to know these hand signals and you're already going to be ahead of the game. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to hold up a card and you can't see it. That's okay. It's for me. Okay. So here are our hand signals. I'm going to point to me and I'm going to go, ah. When I point to you, you say ah, you echo it. So ah, very good, okay? I'm gonna add 2 hand signals, okay? So it's gonna go ah, and then when I go like this, okay, this is like, you have to picture, you're giving me the letter. So what letter says ah? A, okay? So ah, you say ah, I go like this, you're gonna say A, and then I'm going to go like this and point down, and then you're going to write that letter, okay? So let's try. Ah. Okay, so I said ah, you echoed ah, you gave me the sound when I did this, and then this means write it down, okay? Good job. So we're going to try it on the next one. Eh. So you would say eh. What letter says eh? You would say E, and then we're going to write down an E. Okay, my daughter's in here. I'm going to see if she'll help us on your sounds, okay? So when I point to you, she's going to say the sound so you can hear it, and then she's going to tell me the letter when I go like this, okay? So our next sound is I. Ah. Okay. Ignore her. She's not paying attention. So if I say I, you say I. That letter is I, and then we're going to write I. She's in 5th grade. They don't work with their letters anymore, so we'll just let her do her thing over there. Okay. Ah. Oh. Okay. So you should have said ah, ah, oh, and then written your O. Okay. So let's try Okay. So that was you. So it was you, and then write it down. Okay. Oh, you know what? I bet some of you are wondering, if these are short vowel sounds, what symbol did we learn yesterday? We learned the bottom of the smiley face. Bless you. We learned the bottom of the smiley face, right? Who remembers what that's called? Tell me. Abreve, correct. So we're going to write abreve, just the mouth of a smiley face over each one of these. So we know that these are the short vowel sounds, okay? So what's left? We have to do our long vowel sounds, okay? So A, A, and then what letter makes the long A sound? A. So you're going to say A, and then we're going to write A, and then we have to put our straight line like a math's face. Macron. Remember, that's called a macron. Okay? So the long vowels, their sounds are their names. Okay. So E, okay? So that was E with a macron. So E, 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 and then write it. Okay? We're going to use these hand symbols a lot, so they're going to help our brain. Okay? I, good. Very good. So we did I, and then write our I with our macron. Okay. Now remember, anytime you need to pause this video to write, you can do that. Okay. O. Good. Very good. That was O with a macron. You guys are catching on. U. Very good. U with a macron. Okay. Very nice. So we have to remember we did long and short vowels on this side of the paper. Okay. These are capital. These are lowercase. So another word for capital is uppercase. Okay. We have uppercase and lowercase. We have our short vowel sounds. Ah, ah, and I. And we drew a breve, the little bottom of the smiley face. That's a breve. So then when we're saying words, we can go, ah. So we know it's the short vowel, okay? Down here, we did our long vowel sounds. U, A, I, E, and O, okay? With a macron on top for the long sound. So long vowel sounds, just say their name. It's the name of their letter, okay? So for right now, you can leave this out or you can set it aside. That's up to you, okay? So now let's look at some words here. Okay, let's look at these 5 words, okay? Does anybody know these words? Okay. These are called sight words, and these are some of the hardest words in the English language to spell because they don't follow any of our rules. They're rule breakers. So we just have to know them, how to spell them. So we're going to learn lots of sight words this year, okay? Okay, so we have are, come, for, like the number 4, do, and 8. Okay, this is like the number 8. Okay? They don't follow any of our spelling rules. So they're sight words. So we just have to know them on sight. We can't sound them out. Okay? Are, come, for, do, and 8. Okay? Let's look at our next group. If you know these words, say them out loud while I'm putting them down. That's another good thing about having these videoed is you can go ahead and talk. Okay? So say these words if you know them. Okay. These don't follow the rules either. We have from, have, of, into, and love. Okay? So I want to say them and I want you to repeat them. From, have, of, into, and love. Okay, let's look at our next group. Sorry, this is new to me, so I got to make sure I have my right cards out, okay? Okay, let's look at these words. If you know them, okay, you read them as I set them down, okay? So I'm going to say the word and you repeat. One, said, they, some, and thee. Okay? Some people pronounce this as the. That's okay. That's just one of those words that we can pronounce the or the. Okay? Oh, I forgot one. They. Good job. Okay, if you know them, go ahead and say them as I set them down. Ooh, we've got some hard ones in this group. Okay, here we go. I'm going to say them and you repeat them. To, today, to, together, and tomorrow. All these have something in common. Think about that. Look at these words. What do they all have in common? Yeah, they all start with the sound to. All of them, but this one start with to, and this one just sounds like to. So look at these two words, to and two. So this is the word to, like I'm going to the store. This is the word to, like the number two. Okay? To, today, to, together, tomorrow. Let's look at our next group. Last group. These are our W words, except for this last one. Okay? So I'm going to read them and you repeat them. Was, what, you, where, who. Very good. Let's do it together. Was, what, you, where, and who. Very good. Okay, so take your worksheets out, get it back out, and turn it over to the back. And let's look at this back. Okay, so if you were in class, this is what you'd work on, and I'd come around and listen to you read these words to me. Okay, and if you read them correctly, I'd put a little check mark. Okay, so this is where if parents can help, if your mom or dad or big sister or grandma is there, you're like, hey, come here and listen to me, okay? So you would read these words, and if you read them correctly, you put a check. Now, if you don't know them yet, that's okay. That's what this is for, okay? So you have a little bit of homework, okay? And that is just to practice reading and spelling these, okay? Your parents or whoever's with you, it does not have to be right now. It can be later or whenever you can get to it. They can take this sheet and hold it up like this and then ask you, okay, spell the word for, and you would write it down. You could use your dry erase board that I gave you, okay, or pencil and paper, and then they would just keep track. And this is just for you, okay? This does not have to be turned into me. This is just for you to know how you're reading and spelling them, okay? And then there's a little note down here for your parent or guardian to help you with this part, okay? Okay. I believe that's it for my lesson. I'm looking through my notes. That's it, but I'm going to go over our cards again, okay? You remember our sound cards, what we're going to do. I'll remind you, okay? So, when we see a picture card, remember this is our clue to help us say this. So we're going to say equal E. Okay, remember we say the picture and then say the sound. And this is a macron. So the macron tells us we're going to say E. Okay, so equal E. Overall O. And I want you to try to practice with that hand symbol, because if we were in class, we'd be doing that hand symbol in class. Okay, elephant eh. Good. Octopus ah. Okay. Icicle I. Acorn A. Apple A. Unicorn U. Umbrella A. Inch I. Okay, and we're going to practice those pretty close for this week especially, and keep those in there because we want to remember those rules, and we want to remember our breves and our macrons. Okay, so you guys did awesome today. Okay, this sheet, remember, I want you to work on this today. This is the little note that tells your parents or guardian how to help you with this part. Okay, again, you don't have to do it right now. You can do it when they're around, and you don't have to show it to me. Just keep this at home and work on it. And if you don't know one of these words, like if you can't remember tomorrow or can't spell it for sure, just write it down so you can practice it, okay? And keep this. Don't throw this sheet away. Don't throw this sheet away. Keep this, okay? You can put it in a folder if you have a folder, or you can put it back in your packet and put it at the back, just so we have it, okay? I'll see you